I'm gonna make a fresh strawberry bundt cake today, and I have my strawberries. I've got them diced up. It's a little over 2 cups. It calls for about 12 ounces of those. I have my bundt cake pan greased by mixing up our dry ingredients, which is 2.5 cups of all-purpose flour, a 1/2 teaspoon, and of course remember we just spoon that in there, 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. I'm gonna sift all this together, and then a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And then we're just gonna sift that through, and that's it. And then we're gonna fork in our zest of a lemon, and we're gonna use the juice of it and a little bit in our wet ingredients. So I'm gonna spoon that in, and then just fork it in, and I'm gonna set those dry ingredients to the side. Now to our wet ingredients, I have 2 sticks of room temperature butter, and I'm gonna add 2 cups of regular granulated sugar, and I'm gonna cream that for a couple minutes to get it light and fluffy. As you can see, I switched to a bowl with a higher edge because I was making a big mess even for me. So I've got it creamed, and then I'm gonna add 3 large eggs that are also room temperature, and I'm gonna cream that together as well. Okay, I'm gonna add 1 tablespoon of that freshly squeezed lemon juice that I had gotten from the lime that I had the zest from. And then I'm gonna stir that in, mix it in real quick, and then we're gonna add alternately, we're gonna add our dry ingredients with 1 cup, 8 ounces of, I have vanilla Greek yogurt. You can use regular Greek yogurt, plain if you want, but mine's vanilla, and we're gonna alternate between the dry, like I eyeball about 1/3 probably, and then we're gonna add about 1/3 of the yogurt, mix it up, and then just keep going back and forth until we all have it all mixed up. I've got it all nicely stirred, and I'm gonna add those diced strawberries and stir them in gently, and then put this batter into my prepared pan. And we're gonna bake it as soon as we put it in the oven. It's preheated currently at 375, but when we put it in the oven, we're gonna bake it. Okay, so we have our strawberries mixed in, and we're gonna place it into our prepared pan, and the oven is preheated to 375, but as soon as we put it in, we're gonna reduce that heat to 325 and bake it for about an hour until, like, if you put in, you almost need a very sharp knife to kind of put it down and make sure that it comes out clean. And then we will take it out, let it cool for a little bit, and then invert it, and hopefully we'll show you a piece once it's done. Ready for the oven. While that's baking, I'm gonna mix up a glaze. I'm gonna put about 1 cup of powdered sugar in a little measuring cup, and I'm gonna add some of that lemon juice that I had from when I juiced the lemon earlier that I had some leftover of, and I'm gonna make a lemon glaze to go on top of that after we're done. This is approximately about 1 tablespoon. We're gonna stir it up and see what. I ended up using all of that lemon juice to get like a syrupy glaze for the top of our cake once we invert it. So I let it set in the pan for about 20 minutes, and then I put it out on a cooling rack, and now I'm going to put this lemon glaze over it, and then we're going to slice up a piece, and I'm going to enjoy it with a cup of coffee. I'm spoiling myself this evening. I've had a headache most of the day, so hopefully it'll help me out. Looking pretty yummy, if I must say so myself. Slice up it. There we go. So fresh strawberry pound cake. Bundt cake.